I'm staring at you. I'm going to follow you.
Not going to say a word, are we now? Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Pineapple and lemon.
YouTube channel, Pineapple and Lemon, coming at you. Well, guess what?
What?
I'm bringing you a TV show today.
Ooh.
And it's another one that neither of us have seen.
Ooh, fancy that.
We're actually watching something that came out like this year.
What?
I know, we're trying something new here.
That neither of us have seen. It came out this year. We're taking all the boxes today.
Today we're going to watch A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Have you heard anything about this show before?
No.
Probably not because it's so new. It's based on a book series by Holly Jackson. It's originally it was 3 books and then she did a little spin-off book as well. But this kind of falls into that true crime kind of hype that has been building up in the past couple of years. This book series was pretty popular recently. I did end up reading it last year. I was excited to hear that they were making this into a television show because I think it lends itself very nicely to that kind of TV format. It is a mystery book series, which I'm a huge fan of mysteries in general. And then it's the BBC. So I figured you would be on board with that.
Best of both worlds.
So clearly, I don't want to get too much into the whole story because we're going to watch it together here and you don't know anything about it.
I know nothing.
But did you have any other thoughts before we jump in here?
No, you want to give me that plot synopsis?
Yeah, if you've never heard about this series before, I'm going to give you the IMDb here. Pip Fitz-Amobi, a brilliant woman, is unsure whether the schoolgirl Andy Bell was killed by her lover Sal Singh 5 years ago. How far will they go to protect Pip from learning the truth if Sal Singh turns out not to be the murderer? So we were kind of talking earlier that you looked at the cast briefly and didn't recognize anybody.
Yeah, so usually when you're watching stuff like on the BBC, a lot of the actors overlap. Like they've been in a lot of other projects, so they're quite famous in the UK. When I was looking at the cast list, a lot of the actors, like this is maybe their first to third project that they've done. So it was quite interesting that a lot of the actors are quite fresh.
Yeah. Oh, so nice. Look at those.
I love the colored houses.
I wish we did that more here.
Right? They do that out east. They don't do that here.
No. What's she reading? Was it Sense and Sensibility? I can't read it. Charlotte Bronte. Was it Jane Eyre?
I just saw the Charlotte. I didn't see what the title was.
This makes you 27.
I can pull it off.
How old do you think that actress actually is?
27!
Hi.
Hi.
Wow. Instilling a lot of confidence there.
Rude.
Yeah, I feel like that heist, they shouldn't have made Pip do that. I feel like she was the worst decoy. Also, what a name, Pip.
Right?
What a British name. Do you tend to watch mystery shows often?
Not really. I recently watched 3 of the Harlan Corbin stuff.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed those because it kind of had a similar vibe to Broadchurch.
Yeah.
I don't typically watch the crime thrillers or mysteries.
I love a good mystery.
Linda Walker's catering company's looking for...
Fail. She's a repeat. They didn't credit her though.
A BBC regular.
She's a BBC regular for sure.
Got homework to do.
Is she making a chip sandwich?
Why not? I could go for a chip sandwich.
I also love this current trend of giving your lead women a nice jacket to wear.
Right?
I feel like that's very important for main characters. They need to have a nice jacket.
Hey, Pip.
She looks so little for being 5 years younger.
There better be a good reason why I'm not watching Love Island right now.
Have you ever watched Love Island?
No.
I haven't either.
Are you saying we should watch that?
No, I don't know. Let us know, I guess, but it was not on my radar.
Is it recommended?
He was head boy. He was going to Cambridge.
Head boy.
He's smart and nice and everyone liked him, and yet...
Percy Weasley, please come forward.
Oh, are we going to get a board going here? Or is she actually writing on the walls? That's kind of intense. Just put up some pictures of birds with masking tape. You have to decorate when you're a kid any way you can, I guess.
Oh yeah, full on drawing on the walls.
Wow. I know it's like her just writing on the wall, but it's not straight, her writing.
I love it because mine would not be straight.
I get it, but I'm also like, oh, you wrote it on the wall. Like,
you have to look at that every day now. I'm staring at you. I'm going to follow you.
Not gonna say a word, are we now? I don't know what her plan is here.
I don't know if when you were at school, if you did an EPQ.
Extra project qualification.
Sure.
Extreme postmarked quotation. I have no idea.
Let's define. What is an EPQ? Extended project qualification.
Okay, I was close enough.
You were close.
Oh, you could just have something hiding behind any of these doors. Like, it's so
Right?
small town
Wait,
mystery.
what happened to her muffin tin? Bless
Ooh. You got another one? Oh.
This is like the longest walk for a dog.
Oh, Barney needs to stretch his legs.
Ooh, cabin in the woods.
A shed in the woods, more like it.
Suspicious. Someone was living there.
Someone named Aj.
Naj.
People always get us confused.
It seems that blue is very favorable in this town for clothing.
Right?
It's like the same shade.
You do realise how sensitive this still is, Pip?
Of course I do.
I don't think she does.
Yeah, I don't think she does at all.
She tried to bribe Robbie with muffins to talk about his brother. Like,
There must have been some really good muffins.
clearly they weren't because he wouldn't talk to her. These kids all have huge rooms.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's like a TV show thing, but also these are huge rooms.
It's not realistic.
Do people actually wear those unironically just in their house with the hood up?
I don't wear my hood up.
Yeah, I feel like the hood up is a choice, you know?
The hood up is a choice.
Well, socks, you simply check them on the way into the washing machine and then you check them on the way out.
They still go away though, Pip. There's still something going wrong with the socks.
There's a gremlin in there.
There's something in there. Let me take my hood down. It's getting serious.
I gotta take my hood down.
Could you tell me everything that you remember about the events of the night of Friday the 19th of April, 2019?
Kind of hard to hear 2019 was 5 years ago.
Oh my god. Right? It does not feel like it was 5 years ago.
No. I feel like she's had a lot of outfit changes over the course of what I thought was one day, but maybe not.
I thought it was one day too.
Oh my god.
Wearing stars. I love that she used the bedazzler in her hair.
You gotta add some sparkle to that star.
Extra sparkles with the star.
Those are some absolutely terrible outfits.
Good lord. What kind of party is this? People wearing all sorts of stuff. There's no theme at all.
She's just posted up beside the wine bottle. Not sketchy at all.
I'm glad that happened.
Some good sneaking around. Can't do it in that outfit.
Stealth mode.
Stealth mode not activated.
She rolled a 1. Her dice need to go in dice jail.
Yeah.
Every time I answer a question, you have to take a shot.
Why does that benefit him in any way? It seems pretty sketchy.
Mm-hmm. Red flags, babes. Red flags.
Uh-huh. How many shots does that thing even hold?
Like 2?
Yeah, like
They're not big. They're also the biggest pain to clean.
not worth it.
Jake, Sal, and Naomi were all at yours playing Super Mario Party.
It was FIFA, but carry on.
We already have a discrepancy in the story. Do you think he just didn't want to admit they were playing Mario Party? It's like we're playing the cool kid game like FIFA.
You don't do that for nothing, do you?
Right, Coda? They were gonna elope and live happily ever after.
Coda agrees.
Coda agrees. That's it. Roll credits.
You know what happens to nosy Parkers, don't you?
What happens to nosy Parkers? They get their noses stolen? What is he implying?
She's so offended that he took her nose.
Do you think the collar part comes off separate than the rest of it?
I feel like it like pops up.
It's a lot to walk home in.
Mm-hmm.
She went in there.
Oh, so does she just feel guilty?
Does he have his own wall?
Oh my god, look at that though, the stone.
The stone feature's nice.
I bet you Robbie wouldn't write on the wall with marker though.
It's gonna have like the strings.
Yeah,
and
that's what I
everything's pinned in.
It was me. I did it. I'm so sorry.
Does he just keep that phone charged though?
He must. Wait, unless, is that his brother's phone or is it his phone?
That's his brother's phone.
I guess that's what we need to find out.
Oh, she has a partner.
Of course,
Look
you
at
need
this,
a
Nancy
partner.
Drew.
You gotta have someone to bounce the ideas off of. You need someone to have lookout when you're going into crazy situations. Who is nose stealer?
Most important question to solve.
So that was the first episode. Obviously, this is mostly just explaining the situation. There wasn't really even much of like a cliffhanger at the end of that episode.
No, I felt like it was just a lot of setup and background, and then I feel like it's going to be in the very British sense where you're not going to be able to find out until the last episode, in like the last half of the episode at that too.
The thing with these books, I will say, like once I started reading them, I didn't want to stop because I wanted to know how it ended. And it, like a good mystery does, like a lot usually happens at the end as opposed to at the beginning.
Yeah.
And it's also something that happened 5 years ago. So you're not really seeing like the clues like you normally would because it's something in the past. So it's just a different take on it. But so far, like, what are your kind of thoughts just watching it now?
I'm definitely intrigued. It's definitely a younger audience compared to other BBC mysteries that I have watched. So it's interesting to see like someone who is in high school trying to solve this like big world problem.
Yeah, for sure.
With like limited resources, because it's not like they are a police officer, right? As a detective, or they're in the military, that they have all these external resources at their disposal. I would be interested to keep watching. I like the way in which the British do their mysteries because they really hook you, and they don't make it easy to figure out who it is until the end. That's what I really like about it. So it really hooks you and keeps you watching.
Yeah, and for these books, I will just say like the first one is contained. So you don't have to read the other two if you don't want to. Like you will get the end of this story. I would be curious to hear anyone else who have read the other books, because I definitely have ones that I like more than other ones.
Is it just the 3 books?
It's the 3 books, and then there's a short story book that she wrote that's just kind of like a one-off, kind of a fun side thing. But this series particularly really goes in places that I wouldn't have thought when I first started reading it. So that's why I am curious if they do more of these, if they follow the books, how general audiences will react to watching it as it goes along as well. Because I know when I was reading the book, I'm like, am I actually reading this? Is this what's actually happening right now? So it goes places I didn't expect it to while reading it. So if the show can kind of do that as well, I think a lot of people will have some differing thoughts about it.
Yeah.
For me, like the first book, first season, I feel like is a really good introductory to this world, these characters. So I think you would probably enjoy this first season at the very least. But I am curious if they go down the road, what else they would do with
for
it.
sure.
Obviously, you don't have a lot of information, but do you have any sort of theory about what is happening as of right now?
No, I need more information before I can start piecing my own board of like who done it. I kind of have the initial feeling that some sort of event, like obviously something did happen. I do think that the girl is dead, and I have a feeling it's the parents that are covering up for the kids.
Interesting. Yes.
But I don't know.
Yeah, you really don't have any.
You don't really, based off the first episode, I don't know, you would know because you read the books, but I don't think they really gave anything away aside from this is what happened 5 years ago.
Yeah, this one's more like this is the thing that happened and this is why Pip is so wanting to solve it, I guess. Like what is driving her. But the rest of it, yeah, you really don't have enough information. So
yeah, I don't think I have anything really to start building a board, like a case for it. Well, it's like we said, it's a fairly new series. It's just come out this year, so it will be interesting to see, you know, how it is overall reviewed and if it is going to get picked up for a second season. If it's following book 1, it is contained, so they could just do the 1 season and call it there, or they could continue it. So I would be interested, like when we, because I don't know about you, but I would probably continue watching this to see like how the season 1 ends, to see if they're going to end it on a cliffhanger, or if they're going to wrap it up with a nice little bow and call it a day, or if they're going to hint towards, well, they solved this problem, but now there's another problem, and they're going to go into that for the next season. I've
been waiting to watch this show, and I was like, we may as well just do it together.
Yeah, for sure.
Neither of us have watched it, but yeah, at this point, I'm probably just going to wrap it up pretty soon.
Well, it's like you said, it's only like, what, 6 episodes? So
I think
it should be a pretty quick watch, too, because they're about 45 minutes a piece. Okay, so I think we're going to have to finish the series, and then we'll have to reconvene on the podcast over on Spotify to see if, you know, is the ending the same as the book?
Yeah.
yes or no. And based off of my initial theory, am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
I have a feeling I'm horribly wrong, but you never know. Maybe one of these times I will guess something correctly.
And even like the second last episode, you might have a completely different theory, right? So it's
100%. I think as I get more information, as we go, my theory will change.
Let us know if you've seen or want to see A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, or if you've seen some other mystery TV shows as well. But if you have any recommendations for us, please let us know in the comments below.
Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Don't forget to check us out on Spotify, where we try to draw monthly podcasts, which is a bit more light. It's not, again, none of us is scripted. We
More
just
conversational.
Just chatting, do some games, have a drink.
So thanks so much for watching with us today. And I'll tell you one thing. Don't write on your walls with marker.
Don't write on your walls with marker,
It's just
especially if
a
you
bad
can't
idea.
write in a straight line.
Yeah, that's the worst of it.
Though I will say I do like it because it's relatable,
It's
because
very-
I can't write in a straight line, so I appreciate it, but it would also drive me bonkers.
Yes. Every time I looked at it, I'd be like, no, that's wrong.
It's crooked. It's way too crooked.
Thank you so much for watching with us.
It's been a blast and a half,
Had a really good time.
as always.
You could like this video.
Or subscribe, even better.
If you want to see something for us to watch in the future, like a movie or a TV show, please let us know in the comments.
And we'll get on that right away for you.
Yeah.
Woohoo!